What's up?
Mike Wright show you something with the way he finished up that last inning when you sent him back out there?
Yep. You know, we went ahead there real quick, and I didn't feel comfortable with Brad. Y'all were looking up, so you're making me look up. Noise? Remember the Red Skelton show with Cauliflower Jones, the punch-drunk boxer? We used to hear things.
I thought you were younger than me.
You've never seen Red Skelton show?
I remember.
Thank you. Remember Cauliflower Jones and Clem Diddlehopper? No, one of the things I couldn't get Brad ready in time. I didn't want to rush him. And I told Mike before the inning that he was going back out to give me a look before he went, and I didn't feel comfortable with Brad being all the way ready. Thought Mike was carrying pretty good stuff, but the last inning was pretty impressive.
We talked a lot about Jonathan graduating. Are you seeing signs that he's graduated even more?
Yeah, he still has periods like all of us. Some 10-year veterans that we get ourselves out, and sometimes the pitchers do. Sanchez was solid. That was real. I mean, he was spotting the fastball, the split, get me over breaking ball. He was working both sides of the plate, and he had some good hitters. There wasn't much sequence there you could grab onto, and but the key was Mike kind of matching him for the most part. We've been very fortunate to contain Cabrera for 2.5 games, so shouldn't take that personally. He's one of the best hitters in baseball, and just glad there. I probably want to keep situation with the one out early on with the double play ball that John played very maturely. A lot of guys come catch that ball in the air, and you only get one. But John's been little by little, got some good people around him, and he doesn't like to disappoint. He's very in tune with the competition.
Look, Sanchez was good for 5 innings, and then the 6th, you guys got to him and then tacked one on in the 7th. Was there anything different from the way either you approached it or the way he was throwing it after?
Not really. We were just fortunate. I mean, there wasn't much margin of error. I'm not going to say it's something he started doing differently. I mean, you go around the order 2, 3, 4 times, and guys we figure out a way to get in the fight, and sometimes the 2 runs that they score kind of gets you knowing you're going to have to do something instead of wait around and score around the 9th. Matt obviously had a big blow there. I thought Adams' 5-3 one was a big one because, wasn't going to use Zach or Darren tonight, and every cushion we could get. Brad had 3 days off. I knew I could use him 2 innings tonight.
You said Matt had a big blow. This year, like bats so far, he hasn't hit as well as maybe he would like. Are you seeing signs that he's...
Yeah, not necessarily. He's not hitting as well as he will, the way I look at it. Matt, John and I were talking about after the game what a great game he had catching. I mean, calling the fastball away to Victor Martinez there when it calls for something maybe soft, but that the fastball away is a single, and the other one, if he's looking for it, you might have a tie game. So we'll give him the single to left, and instead of trying to get too cute. I mean, that's mature catching, and those are decisions that guys make 130, 140 times a night behind the plate, and we're fortunate to have 2 guys that can make those good decisions, and the pitchers have a lot of confidence in them.
Did Pedro give you enough confidence that he could go out there again, do the job at third?
Sure. Like I said, there's nobody on the field tonight that's had more reps at third base than him, but you knew there was going to be. He made a couple of good plays and showed the arm strength, that he has, and it's a good feeling going home tonight, knowing that we have there's another option there. We thought we did, and he didn't do anything tonight to make us think any differently. Because we're going to have, like I said, some situations this year where we're going to have to fill in some places with some tweaks and injuries and things. It's good to know that he's part of that depth.
Does it take a certain mentality as a team? This is twice in 3 nights now that, the first couple of times through the lineup, there hasn't been a lot of success, but you go out there maybe the 3rd time against the starter and then get to the bullpen. Does it take a certain, group think or anything like that?
Well, there's a lack of panic, but, a lot of it comes from your starting pitcher last night and tonight keeping you engaged in the game. where that panic not panic, but that anxiety that takes you out of some approaches. I mean, the guy had 75 pitches. I don't really feel like we got to him. We had a good enough pitching effort by our side that they couldn't afford to, keep him out there when he's starting to tire a little bit, potentially. I mean, I understand their thinking, but, I mean, it all revolves around your starting pitcher. And Mike, I'm really impressed with Mike's last inning.
But to put that another way, is it really the feeling on this team, if you can keep it close enough, that you have enough offense to really overcome a deficit?
Well, everybody's going to say that, all 29 other teams, but, some people think it and some people believe it. I think our guys, they played together so much, and the people that we've added, seem to, especially the experienced guys, there's that maturity about the reality of the competition that, things aren't always as bleak as they seem, and things aren't always as rosy as they seem. And somewhere in between those two is the reality of a baseball season. So, we'll get it while the getting's good and handle the things that come our way.
What most impressed you with Mike tonight?
Mike? Right? I thought emotional pitch, especially after some of the adrenaline got out of him the first couple of innings. And I thought he pitched maturely. Not that he hasn't, just thought he threw the ball away from his arm side. I thought he had a crisp fastball and realized that and trusted Matt. He did a couple of change-ups for big outs that he hadn't done in his last few outings.
But Chris and Manny obviously are two very important parts of your lineup, but is there something comforting when Adam is going well that it still centers around him a little bit?
No, I'm not one of those guys that says everything centers around one person or one thing. It's just, that's why baseball is the epitome of a team game. I can't make the at-bat come to who people perceive as the best hitter, and I can't make the ball be hit to my best defender. It's, that's why they have turns in the order. Whether it's, I thought Chris Davis's walk. I mean, here's a guy that obviously called a strike on a pitch. It was a ball first time up. I told him after the game, his walk at the end allowed us to expand that lead and keep us from having to do something with our bullpen that would hurt us down the road. I really want to try to get through tomorrow's game with the off day and be at full strength before we go into Houston, and that'll require another good start tomorrow from Gosman. Good. Okay. Thank you.